sourcing we do majority from India and China because it is a factory of the world. And you cannot ignore China irrespective of whatever you say.
Yes, that's true. What we can say, like anti-India?
It is not anti-India. Basically, it is the way in which Western people think about India. Our experience with construction accessories is if we work on the product and if we show them that we can match your price or we can come close to the price, they're ready to pay a slight higher.
But by sitting here in India, is it possible to develop Europe?
Luck.
वेलकम सर इन द चैनल केडी सुषमा पॉडकास्ट में आपका स्वागत है। ट्रेडिंग की जर्नी बहुत सारे लोग चाहते हैं मर्चेंट एक्सपोर्टर बनने के लिए। सो हाउ यू हैव स्टार्टेड योर जर्नी एज अ मर्चेंट एक्सपोर्टर और एज अ ट्रेडर इन द इंटरनेशनल बिजनेस?
So it was accident. To be very frank, I had my business for last 25 years into international supply chain and logistics. And 2020 during COVID, we just had an interaction, we partners. Just wanted to do something, help someone to find some product in India, and that is how this company was started. As I said, it was started for fun. We thought that we'll have fun, we'll just help someone in the international market to find a good product that they need. And that is how it was conceptualized.
Okay, so New Era Trading Company, this is the name of your company, which is based in...
So the company is registered in Thailand, and the activities are all across Asia.
Okay. So what type of activities actually you mainly do?
So our core is sourcing. So we help buyers from Europe source from Asia.
Okay.
We have our head office, as we say, registered office in Thailand. And sourcing we do majority from India and China because it is a factory of the world. And you cannot ignore China irrespective of whatever you say.
Yes, that's true.
So we don't say no to China, but as far as possible, we try to give solutions to the customer from wherever they need. The focus is more in India. We found that in the last few years, after all the propaganda in this international trade due to geopolitical situations against a particular country, which is China, we have seen that the Chinese manufacturers have started migrating to other countries for developing their manufacturing activities.
Like we know that Vietnam is the
So that is how last June we started our Vietnam operations, because we know that in the future Vietnam will be a alternate point of manufacturing base. So we started our base in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay, great. So mainly which products you are dealing?
So there is no product specific. Our core is sourcing. We have a list of no products.
Okay.
And whatever else we get, we find the manufacturers.
Okay. So and what are the inclusions in the no list?
No list is of course a restricted products list,
Okay.
which is by international customs.
So apart from that, any product you can source and they can trade.
We don't do scrap, we don't do commodities, we don't do such a products where there is a daily change in the rates. So we don't do metals. If you
So
say
fluctuations is not.
we stay away from the fluctuations because our basic motto to start with was to have fun.
Okay. Okay. So business really, it is a fun actually if you play it very well.
Yes.
That's true. So mainly, can we just spot out the products?
Yes. So we started in 2020 with construction accessories.
Okay.
That is what is our 70% of our product line today. Eventually, we went into solar accessories because that was the requirement and the theme of the market 2 years back. Eventually, we got into pharmaceuticals because that is what is the sourcing requirement we got from one of the European countries. Then we went into fried onions, tomato paste, chili paste, which we source from Thailand because that is the where we get the best of chili paste. That is the paste that suits the European tongues.
So your customer base is mainly Europe.
Yeah, entire operation.
Like all the products you are procuring from India or say China, but you are mainly supplying to the European markets. Okay. So what is main thing required to be as a merchant exporter, as per your experience?
Patience.
Okay.
So, for any exporter, or if you intend to start any business, not only exports, if you intend to start any business, you need to have customers, and to get the customers, patience is the key.
पेशेंस से मतलब ऐसे हम बोल सकते हैं कि बहुत सारे लोग हैं ना, जैसे अभी बहुत सारे स्टार्टअप्स मेरे पास आते हैं तो उनको ऐसा लगता है कि आज मैंने सीखा तो मेरा कल एक्सपोर्ट चालू हो जाना चाहिए, कल कंटेनर भी निकलना चाहिए. सो व्हाट यू कैन से लाइक हाउ मच इज द पेशेंस नीडेड?
So it depends on your relationship. So rather than looking for customers, you should start building relationships which area of the world you want to start exporting. Once the relationships are built, then there is a period that you should give depending on your capabilities on how you can crack a deal. For us, we have kept that gestation period of 2 years. So any relationship we go into, like we started with Switzerland in November. So if we have started with Switzerland in November in 2024, our first order we expect is November 2026.
ओके, सो इसका मतलब मैंने चालू किया तो 2 साल तक मुझे वेट करना है.
We give that, nurture that relationship. We go and meet that client once a year. With Poland, our first interaction started in April 2024. That is when we went to Poland. The customer we met had few requirements. We had that discipline to coordinate with him over the period of last 1 year. And the first trial shipment went in November.
Okay.
And before that, there were 9 inquiries for different products. And the product that was finalized was one of the medical pathological laboratory product. Customer came in February to India to visit the factories where he had never thought in his life that he will deal with India, is what he shared.
Okay.
He said, I never thought that I will deal with India and I will ever come to India.
Okay, so what we can say, like anti-India?
It is not anti-India. Basically, it is the way in which Western people think about India. They have that no towards dealing with India. There are 2 ways. One is some exporters have already dealt with, and they have shared the experiences with their respective communities, friends, business circles, and then that negative impression about us is created worldwide.
In terms of what?
In terms of our deliverables.
And the Europeans are more strict about that.
Yes, that is what they need, and that is what we focus on. So we are able to bridge that gap. When I always had that feeling that I should be able to bridge the gaps that are there for our country. And that is what we are doing. It is a long process to change people's mindset towards looking at us. It's a long process. It is built out of relationships and developing that trust. So that is our ethos.
Yes, actually.
Service with integrity and build trust.
Okay. And that's the main thing actually. And that's very challenging to adopt also.
That is the reason gestation period of 2 years.
It's a great learning for all the people actually who are listening this podcast. दैट कि कुछ भी चालू करो तो ऐसे नहीं कि आपको 2 महीने 4 महीने में ऑर्डर मिल जाएगी. इट मे टेक 2 years ऑल्सो, बट इट इज़ नॉट लाइक दैट कि 2 साल ही लगेंगे. शायद हो सकता है आपको अर्ली भी मतलब कवर हो जाए. बट इस पूरे प्रोसेस में जैसे आपने बोला कि आपका मतलब यू आल्सो विजिटिंग टू योर कस्टमर एंड योर कस्टमर इज ऑल्सो कमिंग हियर टू विजिट द मैन्युफैक्चरर. सो डू यू थिंक कभी आपको ऐसे नहीं लगा कि आप सीधा मैन्युफैक्चरर के पास उसको लेके जा रहे हो, तो इज देयर एनी लाइक फियर इन योर माइंड कि मैन्युफैक्चरर सीधा उसको मतलब सप्लाई कर सकता है? So why?
So we have or had that fear initially, but we saw that once we have build that relationships, again this 2-year gestation period is helpful in that aspect also, because over the period of 2 years you build that relationship, meeting every 15 days, once in a month online with him, interacting with him, giving that confidence to him that yes, you are the one who can deliver his requirements. Because ultimately what they need is a support in the destination country where they pay the money to get some products which they don't know what they will get after 2 months when it is delivered. So that relationship is what they build on, and that is how we look at it. And so there is no breach of trust there. They never cross the line because we have developed the relationship for 2 years.
So ऐसे कभी हुआ है मतलब कि मैन्युफैक्चरर सीधा जाता है बिकॉज ऑफ द प्राइस फैक्टर?
Manufacturer जा सकता है, but buyer will never.
Okay, so that is the
So we have a confidence in our buyer that he will never go directly to the manufacturer.
Okay,
So we don't have any fear that even if the manufacturer goes and approaches the buyer,
So you need to work on the buyer part, not on the manufacturer
Yes,
part.
yes.
But बहुत सारे लोग ये भी बोलते हैं कि there are the agreements you can like have in the place, so you can avoid that type.
We can, if some of the buyers, if they say that we need an agreement, we just ask them to send us the agreement. But what we believe in is if someone has to cheat us, in spite of agreement, they will cheat. And if someone don't have to cheat you, you don't need agreement.
So without agreement also, if they can build the trust, and the deal can be happen. Okay. So what is more important in such kind of business? Like बहुत बार ऐसे होता है ना कि as a merchant exporter, like 2 साल का gestation period में patience build करना. So what is the main quality or what is the thinking behind that? Like how you can sustain?
Faith
Okay.
in what you do. If you do something for a cause, like what I said, that we started it with a cause that we can transform the mindset of the Western people towards that cause is what moves. Whether or not we do business, we see to it that we have that shift in the mindset of the customer that yes, you can deal with this country.
Like you said, you are dealing with the Europe. So how to develop Europe?
So what with me and my partner, the advantage was that we had a 20 years, 25 years background of our international business. So we had built that relationships over last 20, 25 years, and that is what we are leveraging. They still have that after, in spite of having so much of our past background of relationship, they still have that your friends, okay, your friends, we can't deal. So we have to build that confidence, we have to visit them, we have to show them how capable we are. So they don't have a doubt towards quality of media. In fact, the first product that we started, for matching the price, it took 8 months for us to maintaining that quality and matching the price. It took 8 months for us to.
So is it the customer is price sensitive or the quality sensitive?
They are not price sensitive. They want the right product at the right price. So they have a benchmark of China, which they are buying it for last 10 years. And if they want to shift, they want that price with the same or the better quality.
And is it India is competitive in that?
India is price-wise is not competitive, but India quality-wise is better.
Okay.
So what our experience with construction accessories is, if we work on the product and if we show them that we can match your price or we can come close to the price, they're ready to pay a slight higher.
Okay.
And they give you the price if you maintain the quality.
Okay. So like as per your experience, that is your strength actually, that you have the experience in this field. So and it is it is helpful to you to develop the Europe market. So like a startup, what you can say to them, so how they can develop the Europe and what need to be prepared or what need to what the skills they need to have.
So there are various delegations that various chamber of commerce take, or there are delegations that visit to India. You should be part of those delegations, and that is where the first step, baby step of relationship building starts. Identify the buyers and your exact buyers in those groups. Then build those relationships, work on those relationships. Again, as I said, it is a long haul.
Okay. But
You have to invest in them.
First introduction.
You have to invest your time and resources in building those.
Okay. But by sitting here in India, is it possible to develop Europe?
Luck.
Okay. Okay. So you need to be there. Yeah, I feel like European people are like, they believe on the trust first. So believe in you. So you need to be in front of them and then they will discuss with you, understand you, and then the relation build and the business will be done. What do you think like about the scope?
Huge scope, huge potential. Wherever there are humans, there are all the products required. It is that how you have to show how you are capable of delivering what is required at the right price and right time. So we have 3 things that we are committed to, or what our customer can expect from us. One is quality, one is timeline, and third is the price. So you'll always get the right price from us for anything.
So 3 factors we need to work. Okay, that's true. So like you as a merchant exporter, one question actually always in the mind of people, if I want to start my merchant export business, and like you said, you are dealing in the tomato paste also, the red chili, like either or processed product also, or in the pharma or in the construction also. There are some certifications required to clear the products in that country. So it is given by manufacturer or it is given by you?
Manufacturer.
Manufacturer.
So we search for the companies companies who are compliant to the European standards.
Okay.
We only work with those companies.
Okay. So, is there any initial discussions like you said already that no agreements and all that, but still this is the doubt actually in the people also.
So, but we take the certificates without which we don't work.
Okay.
So, the February client visit which I said, there is a very interesting story about how it went by. So, the inquiry we received in June last year. We exchanged all the information, exchanged the certificates that are required for that particular. I'll not name the certificate, not name the product, not name the customer. So
Okay.
even the manufacturer I'll not name because we don't have to tarnish anyone's name. This is how Europeans don't trust India. So they give. I got a certificate from the required compliance certificate from the manufacturer. Samples were sent to the buyer. Buyer was very happy. He said that your prices are 1/5 of the price what I'm buying from. Currently buying from, and we are very happy with the product. The quality is 3 times better than what I'm buying.
Okay.
So cheaper, better quality.
Better.
So he gave a trial order which we shipped in November. When the shipment reached the customs at destination in Poland, the customs took the objection that this compliance certificate is not valid.
Okay.
Then their legal team went into the inquiry where they saw that the issuing authority is fake. So it was a big hamper because we had invested almost a year to build that relationship. And when such thing happens, it not only tarnishes the name of the country, it also tarnishes our name, our reputation. So we flew back to the customer. We went to the customer, sat in front of him. We are a sourcing company. This is the product which we send the samples, you approve, prices you approve, certificate you approve. So if it is wrong or some problem, we can search for the alternate manufacturer. You give us some.
Okay.
Not all are alike. To which they agreed because we had built that relationship. We gave them 5 alternate options with the same prices and same quality that we had offered.
Okay.
It was so interesting for them that after saying no in November, they flew down in February to check the factories.
Okay.
So it was a very interesting story and it was a proud feeling for us that we could turn around a customer and show him that yes, there are rotten apples somewhere,
Right.
but it doesn't mean that the entire country is bad.
Yeah, that's true. So एक से आप सबके
But
मतलब
then they create that mindset, they listen to it from the other people, and that such thing when it happens to them, it endorses their
वो
understanding.
होता है
of
ना
this.
निगेटिव इम्पैक्ट जल्दी होता है और बहुत
और
देर
उन्होंने
तक
सुना
रहता
है, उन्होंने पहले से वो करके रखा है कि हम नहीं काम करेंगे. And when they have such a personal experience, they say that no, we will not
No,
do it.
it's a big no. Right. So there are multiple experiences you have taken in this
Very
one.
And we are having fun.
Okay. But glad to know about that. Like, yes, there are solutions for the problems also. And the main thing is building relations, trust with the buyers. That is the main secret.
That is how he gave us that opportunity to come and sit with him in November. In spite of he getting that bad experience, because we had built that relationship, the trust was there. That we are
Right.
not a bad people. He can give us just a listening, which we requested, and which he offered, and he came down. He spent for our hotel expenses in his country.
Okay.
That was a very kind of him, a very nice person.
That's good actually. It's really, your journey is really inspiring.
Very interesting.
So what you can suggest to the new entrepreneurs or new exporters who want to come into this field or the existing ones also?
Integrity.
Okay.
Just go with integrity. You do what you promise and do what you don't promise.
Okay.
So there are certain. So what I believe in integrity is delivering what you have promised. Okay, but there are certain things aligned with it, which you don't promise, but that comes along with it,
Right.
which are also to be delivered. So if you
Standard.
say we are going to deliver you this box of XYZ product to your destination in so and so period, you have to take care that that product doesn't get damaged. So you have to have that cushioning inside. All those expenses you have to do. So I'm just giving you an example.
Right. So like you are dealing with the multiple products, like the sectors are also different, the product ranges are also different. So how you find the customer then? There is not a fixed thing.
So as I said, I have been for last 25 years in international trade. So working in the service industry, I have developed these relations in various fields or various product lines. That helps me get those various inquiries from different
Okay.
product sectors. And once you build that trust and once you people know what you're doing, they refer you to different people.
Yes.
So this customer from Switzerland is referred by our French customer.
Okay. And in that way it grows. That's good. So apart from the business delegation you have pointed out for the startup actually. So what are the other things they need to do?
Direct marketing.
Okay. In the way of online or offline?
Online, offline, both. So there are various avenues available right now, and with technology it has become very easy. When we started in 1996,
And that is totally different.
it was, nothing was available.
Yes.
Except Alibaba.com, there was nothing available in 1996.
Yes. Now we have the multiple options. What to choose is the biggest problem.
But then again, when you say there are multiple options, there are various fraudulent activities there. People just give you the inquiries where they know those inquiries are not genuine. So you need to identify where you should go and where you should not. It again comes with experience.
That's true. So there are many things actually we can talk and discuss about this. But like New Era Trading Company, what are the future visions you have?
So New Era Trading Companies are technology companies that we look forward to, where we help our buyers to identify or rely on us with complete trust, and we deliver their requirements in the country.
So not only in Europe, now the world is yours.
As I said.
So we actually feel proud for you. Definitely, I must admit that because you are like making the India proud. In the mindset of the people that they are thinking behind like myth, whatever the myth or the reality, but still you are changing that reality.
We try to.
Yes,
We
definitely.
give our best, keep working, have fun.
And we wish you all the best for that.
Thank you very
The
much.
vision may continue, grows,
Yes.
and to the world actually. So thank you so much, sir,
Thank you.
for the giving the time and the opportunity to listen to you. And I can understand your patience level.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you so much.